Good afternoon, everyone. Very excited. We've got the 1 year anniversary show for the Joe Cooper Auto Group, Kim Grubb. And if you remember, she was on 8, 9 months ago, and I was speaking to her a couple weeks ago, and thought it'd be good to have her on, talk about her 1 year on the platform. How you doing, Kim?
I'm doing great, Scott. Thanks for having me again.
Sure. And you were just on vacation. Everything go good while you were gone?
It did. I kind of did a staycation this time because I can't seem to get anything done unless I am home for several days at a time and motivated.
Well, the second part is usually the key for me when I'm at home.
Yeah,
So
I'm turning off Netflix. Yeah.
sure. Well, you've been on it 1 year. How's your year on Volley?
It's actually been great. Just knocking out, getting better numbers that we thought we'd never, go over before. It's like now it's just a piece of cake. And we were actually discussing this morning in preparation for this. I was talking to my team lead, Amelia, and prior to us signing up with Volley, our best month of outbound appointments, they got 250. And that was with 4,800 calls. And she said, I was really proud of that 250. We had to work really hard through X time to get that. And I said, yeah, you know what we're pacing for this month? And she said, 700. And I said, 753. We tripled it.
Yeah,
So, and
that's a,
the month's not over.
yeah. You guys have just done great. I was talking with Joanne about this from our team. I told her I had this call coming up, and she said, first of all, tell Kim hi, and we really appreciate it. Also, ask him because we feel like a lot of the best people who sign up for Volley are the ones that have really good processes in place, and we just turbocharge them. And of course, you've tripled your best month ever this month. I bet you double this month next year when we do this call. But you were kind of a tough cookie for us to convince that you needed Volley, right?
Absolutely. Because it was kind of a game changer for me, personally, because I've always said the minute you think you know everything, you stop learning. And I thought I was the best, and that you guys couldn't possibly have anything that could make me better because we were great. And yeah, a little bit of ego there. But yeah, we do have some really plaid processes, and the way that we do things is a little bit different than just, I hire for personality, not have you worked in a BDC before? Have you handled phones before? Because I can train all that. And taking my processes and integrating them into the Volley software was so easy. Once I got it figured out, I'm able to load all of their scripts with the tags pulling in specific information from the spreadsheets that I put in for them to call on. I mean, it puts everything out there for them in one page, and it makes it almost foolproof.
Well, I mean, a lot of it is good folks using a good system, and you guys really had good processes. But yeah, I mean, that was really, we talk about it quite a bit because you were so buttoned up in your procedures. And I remember our startup call, you had 12 questions for me, and we went over reporting and all those things. And so, for everyone out there, it is hard to change processes, but no one had better processes than Kim, and she took it to another level. Ease of use and ease of implementation, no problem.
No problem. Sadie's just was the greatest teacher, and so patient, and just allowed my team to ask all the questions that they wanted to. And then, of course, videoing those learning sessions so that when I hire somebody new, they get the video, and now they can watch it and understand Volley. And it's the implementation. It was a little bit, at first, I wasn't wrapping my head around everything that I could do and everything that this program would do. And now I'm utilizing all the aspects of it, where I've got emails loaded if we don't get a live answer. I've got text that I can send out for certain campaigns only, because I don't want to barrage people with a lot of texts. That's their personal phone. But we will use it for recalls and things like that. And wow, is it effective? Really, really effective. And having all those things that you can just do at a click of a button. I was thinking, actually this morning as I was getting ready to come in and knew that we were going to have this chat, I wonder if my people even know how to pick up a phone and dial it now. They're just clicking away and it's so efficient.
What are your goals for the next year?
Goals for the next year are to continue to increase the way that we have. We're not planning on, I don't believe there's any more franchise stores coming in. We're opening a lot of different fleet centers and things like that are amazing. But we've got the 8, franchise rooftops, and maintaining those, but continuing to grow with what we take off of the service drive, so that those advisors and managers can focus on their customers. We average approximately 10,000 calls off the drive, and those are 60% of what's coming onto the service drive prior. So they get shunted to my team, who then can, if it's an appointment, do that. If it's a question, do that. If it's not, they can screen the call and give the advisor that answers exactly why the person's calling, and give them a minute to prepare and then transfer. So it's really worked out great. I want to continue that and keep my team the same size. We've grown by 2,500 incoming calls a month over the past year. I'd like to do that again and have another 2,500. So that would be a lot,
Sure, with the same number of people, right?
Same number of people, because it's their time management is so much better now that they can, just click and dial. They're not having to rummage around and waste a bunch of time. And I know that I would have had to hire another person by this time had we not gone with you guys, had you not talked me into it and strong-armed me.
Well, that's a little strong, but
well,
we love working with you, and really it's what makes Volie so fun. You guys working it all the time. We get to, chat and hear about your business and help contribute to it. I mean, it's why we love what we do, because of folks like you. So.
Aw, thanks. Well, and I'm going to spread it on a little bit for you too. I mean, I don't know another owner of a company that calls just a random BDC director in Oklahoma to just have a chat. Scott, I love those calls when you call for no reason, and then all of a sudden we get on a topic and you might have an idea of something that I'm struggling with. And I love it. It's such personal attention, and Sadie's always there. I don't know what I'm going to do when she has her little time off soon.
Yeah, well, six weeks we'll make it. So, speaking of our last chat, I wanted to end the call today and talk about something that you told me on our last call that I thought was really incredible that you do. Every store should do it. Long term, we've got a few tricks that we're going to help you do this a little bit more efficiently. But talk about your QA process for how you help improve the agents for their self QA process that you put in place.
Oh yeah, they're actually going to go through one tomorrow. And I added a step that you talked to me about. I have them do a self-assessment where I'll just pull off of my Volie reporting and my calls, scheduled calls that were turned into an appointment, that have a recording, that were not transferred, and give them 10 calls. And there's 10 different hot points that I want touched on in every appointment call. And they know what they are. And so they do a self-assessment on each call and grade themselves. And it helps them to see, what, I didn't do that. I didn't. Oh, I forgot that again. Here's my weak spot. That's one of the things that she likes me to do that I'm not doing every time. And then you suggested this is what's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to blow their minds because they've never had it. Them having a partner that listens to their calls. And because you were correct, in a great way to learn something is to teach something. And so have one of my ones that is a little more proficient, helping some of the newer ones and showing them and guiding them as here's where you can fit that in. And it sounds great. So it was a great idea. And I'm excited to do this tomorrow.
Well, every store should be doing something like this. The end result is you have happier, more comfortable employees. They'll be more confident. They'll stay in their jobs because they feel like they're doing good, and lower turnover leads to higher conversions and an easier job for the BDC manager. So it just was really good. If anyone has any questions, reach out to me. Or Liza's team, and we can walk you through this process, but no one does it better than Kim. So with that, I want to wrap it up today. Thanks again. We're going to do this in 1 year again, and look forward to it. Hopefully before then, we'll get you into Florida for a reason or two. So
well, for sure. And now that I met your tripled our best number challenge in 1 month, you owe us lunch, buddy.
I do. Lunch is coming. Yeah, we double it again. We'll do it again. So, okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Have a great day.